I think that Americans are starting to wake up to the fact that President Donald Trump is not a threat to democracy. He took a bullet and nearly lost his life to try and protect democracy. And that's what we have to understand. This is a man who doesn't need to run. He doesn't need the job or a paycheck. He's running because he loves our republic. He wants to save our republic from the radical extremists who are basically making these comments that are incendiary.
Well, that Republican lawmaker, Representative Cory Mills, is now facing a pretty serious investigation having to do with allegations that he physically assaulted his mistress. Now, the story is super complicated and there's lots of twists and turns because while police could have arrested him on the spot, they decided against doing so. And there are 3 different police reports involved in this story. So bear with me as I go through the details. So, in a statement, the Metropolitan Police Department in DC, of course, said officers were called to the 1300th block of Maryland Avenue Southwest around 1:15 p.m. Wednesday for the report of an assault, adding that an active criminal investigation is underway. So apparently, Congressman Mills had some sort of physical altercation with his mistress. That's the allegation here. The police were called to the scene. Now, there are 3 police reports with varying levels of detail about what went down between Mills and his alleged victim, a 27-year-old woman. By the way, he's married with 2 children, but I'll continue. So the first police report provided to News 4, that's an NBC affiliate, said her significant other for over a year, that's Mills, grabbed her, shoved her, and pushed her out of the door. The report says she showed the officer bruises on her arm, which appeared fresh. Now, the first report then goes on to note that during a phone call between the significant other and alleged victim, she let officers hear subject 1, now identified by the Metropolitan Police Department as Congressman Mills, instruct her to lie about the origin of her bruises. Not good, very bad.
So guys, the most important part of this story is why they didn't pursue charges in the first place, which is devastating. But look at how clear it is. The cops heard him telling her to lie about the bruises.
Eventually, subject 1 made contact with police and admitted that the situation escalated from verbal to physical, but it was severe enough to create bruising.
So that's the congressman. He even admits that it was physical.
Okay, so
at the time,
why wasn't he arrested for carrying out physical violence against a 27-year-old woman? Okay, so when the police arrived to the scene, they told the woman who was physically shaking and scared that Mills would be placed under arrest, but then she recanted the details and the origin of the bruises. Okay, so they didn't arrest him there, but they could have, right? Like they don't need her cooperation to arrest him at that point, but they didn't. Now, in a text message to NBC Washington's I-team for NBC News, she stated, yesterday I contacted law enforcement to address a personal matter. Although the argument was emotionally charged, there was no physical abuse involved. So then later we get more police reports, right? So when News 4, again, local NBC affiliate, reached out to DC police for comment, they provided a 3rd version of the report Thursday night, which had changed once again, saying officers responded for a report of an assault and that the assault is being investigated. The 2nd version of the police report obtained by NBC News a day after the alleged incident occurred, says only that officers responded for a family disturbance and there was no probable cause for an arrest. So now there's apparently an internal investigation that has been launched to figure out why no arrest was made initially when there could have been an arrest. According to DC law, officers are allowed to arrest someone if there's probable cause that they committed an intra-family offense resulting in physical injury or pain. Additionally, they are required to investigate allegations of domestic violence with or without cooperation from the victim. Now, on Monday, the DC Metropolitan Police Department told NBC News that a warrant for his arrest was sent to the US Attorney's Office on Friday. According to the NBC News report, the warrant has not been signed and his case has been sent back to the Metropolitan Police Department for further investigation, cops said. And we want to know why. Apparently, the U.S. Attorney's Office didn't offer a comment since it's an uncharged case. But apparently, Ed Martin, a Trump appointee who was named interim U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia when Trump took office, is not, I guess, not in favor of going after Mills. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, said he has said in the past that the U.S. attorney should be like Trump's personal attorneys. So this guy's a Republican politician that supported Donald Trump. So this Ed Martin, who is avowedly political and is saying, no, I don't want him arrested. So now here's where we are. I told you, we warned you about the lawlessness. And now they're saying, oh, you want to beat up your 27-year-old girlfriend while you've got a family back at home, part of your family values? Don't worry, we got U.S. Attorney's Office that say we'll do investigations of people like James Comey based on nonsense conspiracy theories. But you, who actually did domestic assault, you're free to go, because Republicans are above the law now. Republican politicians are.
Yep.
So we'll see, but they have him on tape. The cops heard him say it. There doesn't seem to be much question about it. He's of course furiously denying now because he's like, we rigged the whole system. We can do whatever we want, including apparently beating up your mistress. So Republicans, you must be so proud. Well, I heard about lawfare. I guess this is the opposite of lawfare, where you get to be above the law. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true, but it does keep you updated on our live shows.